Hello and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me this Saturday morning. And I see I have some of the questions started already. Welcome, KL Julu. First I'm seeing you here. Oh, I've noticed you. Well, welcome. Hi, Shine Truth. Good morning. I have you start Shine Truth, and I have you KL Julu. Hi, Sweet Fairy Ish. I have you start as well. Let's see. Hey, Jazz, how are you? Let's see. Ooh, Shine Truth, you said you had a lot of snow. We didn't have snow. I'm in Maryland. We didn't have snow. We had um small, very light hail. It seems like I was laughing because I said, as the raindrops fell, it converted to ice immediately. They were so small. You can just hear them hitting on the metal of the car. I have you start Jazz. Okay. Hi, Violets for Roses. Good morning. Welcome. 6 inches. Oh my God. I have you, Naivra. Good morning, Naivra. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, I'm not gonna stay too much on the hellos because I do have a hard cutoff this morning. I have to stop at 12 today. Okay, but if I don't get you today, I will definitely document you and keep you on the record for next time I go live. Let's see. Hi, Jessica Lynn. Good morning. Welcome. I have you, Violets for Roses. Let's see. Jazz, I am doing good. Oh, yes. And I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas. No matter what it was, make the best of it. I got up. The kids, they opened their presents, they got fed. And I was so drained. I went right back to bed. Right back to bed. I slept and I chuckled because I woke up more tired than I went to bed because I had dreams all throughout that nap. Let's see. But I hope you had an amazing one with family and friends or, fur babies, maybe your neighbors. Let's see. Let's see. I balance for roses would shine through. Thank you, Akela. It's so important. So grateful. Yeah. Okay. So far, I have 6 starred. I have you, Jessica Lynn, that's 7. I think the max I'll take today is 8. It's only 11:04. So I'll give a few more minutes for others to come in. Let's see. Yes, I needed the sleep, but waking up more tired than I went to bed. I don't know about that. But I just chuckled at the dream that I had or the dreams that I had. I don't remember what they are now. Okay, let's see. One of mine is going through Oh, we are sending you lots of love and support. You know, just envision my green sweater. It's like an emerald green, and your fur baby is wrapped in this emerald green love and tenderness as they, you know, um, transition. All right. Just know that we are here supporting you so you don't have to, even though we're not there with you, Shine Truth, we're there with you in spirit, supporting you and the family and your fur baby. Let's see. On her own. Yeah. Yeah. That's even better on her own terms. Okay. All right. So I'm going to jump in. It's 11:05. So I have Shine Truth, I have KL Julu, Sweet Fairyish, Jazz, Nivra, Violets for Roses, and Jessica Lynn. Okay. I'm just going to put, oh, hey, Jen Bulls. Okay. I'm going to put for now that questions are closed just because I have to stop but if anybody put questions in, I'll save them for next week. All right. Okay, so before I get started, I pulled a card for the collective this morning, and it was so interesting, right? Because I looked in my closet and I thought, what am I going to put on this morning? And I looked at a blue shirt, and then my eyes was guided towards this green sweater. So I said, this is pretty, the heart chakra green. And then I pulled a card from this deck I called High Vibe, and look what it says: Heart Love. It says, feel and receive warm energy into your heart. Say the words, I love you. And imagine those words going into the back of your heart, just between your shoulder blades, filling yourself up. This is the purest act of self-love. So practice this daily. Envision the words, I love you. You're saying it to yourself, and it's going into your back, right in between your shoulder blades, filling you up. All right, so it's heart. Can you see? I hope you can see that good. Heart love. All right, now on to the questions. Okay. So Shine Truth says, hello, beautiful soul. Hello, Shine Truth. Today I so need any messages from my guides, etc. Please. So grateful. Oh, and I'm grateful that you are here with us, Shine Truth. So thank you. Okay, what does Shine Truth need to know? That is of our highest good spirit right now. What does Shine Truth need to know? What does Shine Truth need to know? And sometimes the first one is always a little tricky. Let's see. Okay, Shine Truth. I heard, thank you for your graciousness. Wow. Okay. Thank you for your graciousness. It is from this message is actually, I feel like it's actually, I'm getting tingly now. It's actually from your baby girl, your fur baby. They're making me feel as if why I was, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Why I was drawn to this green shirt. It's for you to know that you are loved. But it's not just, because we say, you're loved by your team, you're loved by your guides, you're loved, we always get that. But it's deeper than that. What is the message here for Shine Truth Spirit? What else? What else is the message for Shine Truth? Let me pull a card. Let's see. Thank you for your graciousness. Was your Shine Truth, was your fur baby, Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Makes sense. Aquila, let's see. Just had a higher heart activation. My heart has been pounding up to my. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that she's gone. It's not what I'm feeling. Because I know you said she's going through, slowly, but she's letting you know. She's thanking you. So what I was gonna ask is, was she a rescue kitten by chance? Her name is Monkey. Well, okay. Well, hello there, Monkey. Hello there, Monkey. Can you show me something for Shine Truth? Do you have an additional message for Shine Truth? Oh, she's purring. And what's interesting is like when she first purred, I can feel the purr, just new for me, vibrate through my body. I didn't get the tingles. I just felt the vibration of her purring. Okay. So as I shuffled, hey Judy in the skies. Hey Jackie Chan, good morning. Okay, let's see. Okay, she was a rescue. Okay, I'm sitting here like, what did I ask? What did I ask? Here's the card she's giving me for you, Shine Truth, right? And this is the way, when I read this card, this is her message to you, right? It's not that it says, treasure your loved ones. It is important to love others deeply. But when I read this card, she's letting me know how much she treasures you and others who may know you. Yeah, yeah, cut that off. You. How much she treasures you. Oh, you found. I thought she was feral, but I didn't want to ask that. I said if she was rescued. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. She's letting you know that she treasures you, and I'm sure you know this. She treasures you and she treasures everything that you did for her. So that's the message I'm getting. Oh, your baby cakes. Yeah, her purr isn't it. I don't know. There's a tenderness, there's a peacefulness with her purr. And I know when cats purr, it gets us all bubbly and whatever, but there's a difference with her purring. Um, but she wants to thank you. She's thanking you for the graciousness. And based on what you said, by you found her and you took her in, she is totally grateful for that and letting you know that she treasures the love, the kindness, your generosity, your graciousness that you passed on to her. All right, Shine Truth. And just know that we are all here, supporting you as you and Monkey, go through this time. All right. I hope that brought you some comfort, Shine Truth. All right. And that's the message I was getting. I wasn't getting it from your guides more so than your cat Monkey. All right. Okay. That was nice. That tingly feel. KL Julu. Are you still here, KL Julu? I know you were here. Hi, Salima. Let's see. Salima with Anna. Salima with Anna. Okay. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Okay, I see you. KL Julu. Many boys in my family, someone close is expecting. Is it a girl this time or a boy? Very excited. Okay, let's see what I get first. if I get anything psychically first, and then I'll go to the pendulum to verify, to see if we can get some validation. Okay. Spirit. KL Julu is expect one of the boys in her family is expecting a baby. Is it a boy or a girl? Can you offer any guidance? KL Julu, do you mind if I ask? Yeah, I don't need the parent's name. That's fine. I saw it earlier, but thank you. Um, do you mind if I ask? And you can give me a range. You don't have to put the exact. Um, it's weird that I'm being asked to ask this. Um, do you mind if I ask if they're in the first trimester, second trimester? I'm gonna try to get. I see Salima. You ask if you can be added to the list. I'm gonna try to get everyone that I can today. I do have a hard cut off at 12 because I have something I need to take care of. Um, so I'm gonna try. I can't promise, but if I okay, 7 months. But if I don't, Salima, I'll definitely add you to next week's um session. Okay, 7 month. Okay. Mm. Um, KL Julu. Sometimes when I'm not really getting the gender, and I don't know why, but sometimes, when we are expecting, I have two girls. And of course, if I wanted to have more, I would want a boy. Um, Two girls are good enough. I'm done. But when we have either or and we get pregnant again, we want the other. We would prefer, right, to have the other sex come into the family. What I'm getting is put the put the focus on a healthy, a safe, um, enjoyable birth and process for the mother and baby and father as well, right? See, don't focus so much on the gender. Focus on, um, that beautiful, bubbly, bouncy baby that will come. Let me, I can ask, I'll just ask my pendulum and see what the pendulums say. Um, just writing something down here. Okay. High vibrational beings of love and light. KL Chulu brings this question to us. They're expecting an amazing, beautiful, bouncy baby into their family. Out of curiosity, KL Chulu wants to know if it's a girl or a boy. So I'm going to ask you via my pendulum, since you are not, since I'm not getting it intuitively. Okay. I'm going to hide your question, KL Chulu. Hold on. Okay. Will this new addition to KL Julu's family be a girl? Will this new addition to KL Julu's family be a girl? Okay. So my circulars are no, and it's going heavier. It's swinging. You can see how it's swinging. It's no for a girl. Okay. Okay. asking the same question. KL Julu is expecting an amazing, beautiful, bouncing baby. And for some reason, every time I say baby, I want to say boy. But I'm pausing because I don't want to alter the pendulum, right? High vibrational beings of love and light. You know KL Julu's heart. She's curious as to the gender of this baby they are expecting into their family in the next couple of months. Will this baby be a boy? Can you give KL Julu some guidance as to if this baby will be a boy? KL Julu, it's spinning in a very small circle, but it's barely spinning. You notice it really didn't move. It was stagnant. So I feel like you're not supposed to know. Um, oh, let me see what KL Julu. No problem. Hey, I am Lulu. Good morning. Yeah, and you saw I asked if it was a boy and it didn't do anything. Right? Exactly. And Angela Hunter says we didn't find out the gender of my second born until a month before she was born. It was only oh wow. Wow. KL Julu, just as I put the focus towards again a healthy, beautiful bundle of joy. Put that energy there. And I know it's hard when you want to know, but come away from that energy and just focus on what I mentioned earlier on. Okay. All right. All the best. And thank you for your question and for being here, KL Julu. Okay. I saw I had. Oh, thanks, Jackie. Thanks for closing the questions. I forgot to mention that earlier. Um, let me do this real quick. Okay. Uh, Keljulu, yeah, the girl, it moved, but it said a no for the girl. But again, we never know. Seems like you're not supposed to find out. They want you to wait, be curious, and just wait for that moment. Um, but come back and let us know. Okay. All right. Sweet fairyish. I would be grateful for any messages from my guides about the energy surrounding me in 2026. Okay. Sweet fairy-ish. Spirit, what do we want sweet fairy-ish to know about the energies that are surrounding her in 2026? Hmm. Sweet fairy-ish, I'm hearing energies will always change. It'll go up, it'll go down, it'll go up, it'll go down. What you or how you perceive the energies dictates um not this dictates how you feel within, right? Okay. I'm getting things will be good. Things will be mostly good. Remember to love yourself. Trust in your feelings. So trust in your intuition. And then I see like balloons or confetti being thrown up. Like after I said trust your intuition, trust your feelings, it was like whoosh, and there goes confetti. Anything else you want to tell sweet fairy ish? We can feel you worrying. Don't worry about what isn't here yet. Okay. Remember, you create the outcomes. Well, not the outcomes. You create, oh gosh, what is the word? I'll just say life. You create the life. Because what I saw, sweet fairyish, and the word I wanted to say was illusion, but illusion sounds kind of like bad. But they say we're all living on, we're in a stage, right? We're all playing a part in this grand movie. So you create the scenes you want in this life. Anything else for sweet fairyish? Should I pick a card? And one of your guides, sweet fairyish, just gave me a little wink. So I'm gonna give you the wink. Okay, now let's come back. Okay, sweet fairyish. Things has been challenging this year, hoping that things will improve next year. Okay. I didn't even see this. I just jumped back to the live. Get rid of that worry. Get rid of the worry. Worry only brings more chaos, I guess, if you want to use that word. No matter what is put in front of us, as the guide said, change how you view it, right? Um, I'll go real quickly because I want to get as many people as I can today since I have to cut off at 12. When my car was totaled, just paid it off. I could have been like, oh my gosh, I just got out of car note. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do this, right? And I could have been miserable. But the universe had it lined up in a way that they knew that I wasn't going to get out of the car, get into the car that I truly desired, I truly wanted, right? That I wanted to manifest to myself. So, yes, my car got totaled. But yes, because I didn't look at it as a negative, I just said, you know what, universe, you know what's best for me. You're going to get me to the car that I need. You're going to work out this situation. Because there was a lot of back and forth with me and the insurance company and stuff. But I kept focusing on, I know the vehicle that I want. I've always wanted that vehicle. And guess what? That's the vehicle I'm in. Because I took my focus away from oh my gosh, now I'm back into car notes. I'm blah, 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 all that negative stuff and focus on the positive. And things are working out. Living my myself. I'm focusing on love and self to recover. Good. Whereas drawing a line through that, but I'm a bit stressed and worried. The stressing and the worrying blocks your guides from really getting the wave of energy of guidance to you, right? Because you're just seeing red when they're trying to show you green, they're like, hey, green over here, green over here. But because of the current situation, and that's all of us that we're in, we just see the red, 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 red. So shift to the green, you know, control the things that you can control, the things that you can't control, shift your perspective to them, towards them, and allow the universe, spirit, guides, your ancestors to come in and guide you. Okay, great. And you're welcome, sweet fairy-ish. And thank you for being here and asking your question. Okay, Jazz. May I ask for God? Thank you, Spirit. May I ask for guidance from my spirit team regarding my path ahead next year? Okay. Jazz's path next year. What do you want to let Jazz know about her path next year, Spirit? Oh my guides, the Jazz's guides. Guidance, Jazz, looking for guidance. Okay, Jazzy, Jazz. I'm not trying to call you Jazzy. Maybe did somebody call you Jazzy? I don't know who it is, but it'll be interesting to know if somebody calls you Jazzy. Because I want to say Jazzy. Um, the message that I'm hearing for you is to focus, but take it easy. Don't go into focus mode where you're so fixated. It's finding that balance within focusing. Okay, that's kind of, a little generic, Spirit, but it's not clear, but what else do you want to tell Jazz? Jazz, I need to know if there's somebody who calls you Jazzy. Because every time I say Jazz, I keep saying Jazzy. What else do you want, Jazz? Do you? Jazzy has a. It does. Do you have an aunt in spirit, Jazz? Or it may not be a true aunt as we know. Sometimes we have that family friend who treats us like an aunt. Okay, nobody calls you Jazzy. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. What is the message for Jazz? What is the message for Jazz? Other than what was given, focus, but take it easy. Do you want Jazz to know? Okay. Hi, Truth Wave. I just heard, Jazz, you are reaching for the stars. What does that mean for you? You are reaching for the stars. And I can see an image of someone like really stretching, really stretching. You are reaching for the stars. Okay, now this makes a little bit of sense. Okay. As you reach for the stars, remember the little, it's like you are omitting or not giving yourself credit for the little accomplishments as you go through this journey, as you try to reach, but they're reminding you that while you are reaching for those stars and you're focusing on it, You know, taking it easy allows you to see um the little accomplishments along the way. And what I'm seeing in my head is so funny. It's like little breadcrumbs being dropped. Yeah. Don't miss the breadcrumbs. Wow. You're going places, Jazz. You are. Okay. Let's see what Jazz says. Jazz says nobody calls her Jazzy. Okay. But it does have a nice ring to it. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. I want to move ahead in career next year to a new city, to my own place. Okay. Since September, made new friends. I like it. Meeting people who are like-minded, who really care. Okay. Okay. Does the message make sense to you, Jazz, that I got? Because I can really see you stretching. And that tells me that you're working hard towards it. You're putting a lot of focus on it. But they are just reminding you it's not necessarily just the big prize at the end, you know. But like you said, since September you made new friends. That's an accomplishment. People who are like-minded, who, as you say, seem to really care. So just cherish the little things as you move ahead in your path, whether that be your spirituality or that be your career. Don't miss the breadcrumbs that is being sprinkled for you. Okay. Thank you, Jazz. Okay, let's see. Nivra, what do you see for me in January? What do you want to tell Nivra about the month of January? Nivra, I heard happy, happy. And then I got an image of a box. And you open the box, and as you open the box, balloons float out of the box. And that brings joy, right? It brings joy, it lightens you up, it just lifts the energy, lifts your spirit. Okay, let's see what else. What else we want to tell what I'm seeing, Nivra, is, I think is one of your guides, but they're like stepping to the side. And as they step to the side, they take their hand and they shove to the back of them anything that was not bringing you happiness. They're like, oh, kind of like the feeling I got was, leave that in the back, leave that in the past. So as you move into January, as you move into, I'll even say the first quarter of January, okay, what you felt were obstacles, what you felt was bringing you down, leave that behind, push it to the back of you, and let spirit deal with that, because we're not bringing that baggage into, you said January, but I'll say the first quarter. of 2026. Yeah, just, say, you know what? 2025, you came, you showed yourself out, you taught me some things, you opened my eyes to a variation of situations. But now, as we move into 2026, I think I've learned some of them, and we're leaving you behind. The heartache, we're leaving you behind. Any struggles, we are leaving you in the past. You are not coming into 2026 with me. I feel my eyes tearing up. So the tears of unhappiness, we're leaving you in 2025. We are not bringing you in 2026. 2026, what I am going to see as we transition in before me is that box that I open, and it's balloons. And you can do this. You can mentally sit in your mind, or go and surprise yourself. Get a box. You can go to CVS, whoever, and get a box, blow up balloons, put it in there, seal the box. And then when you feel that moment of all those little things starting to sneak back in, you know what? Open up that box and let those balloons out. Let it lift your spirit. Let it enlighten you. All right, Nivra. So what I got for you, and that's what I got for you for 2026, January or first quarter. And yes, I know you're planning to travel. Woohoo! So enjoy in the preparation, any little thing that tries to waver your mind, envision that box of balloons. All right, Naivra? And I hope that helps. But I see happiness and good things for you in 2026. Oh, well, first quarter of 2026. Okay. Violets for roses. Okay, after violets, I have Jessica Lynn, I have Jackie Jan, Angela K. Hunter, Salima, you asked me if you can be added. I have added you to the list. So please put your question in if you haven't already, okay? And hopefully I'll be able to get through everybody on this list. Violets for roses. Let's shake off the energy from others. Violets for roses. May I have a message from my spirit guides, please? Okay. Message for violets for roses. Violets for roses. Do you work with the Ascended Master Jesus by chance? Because the name popped in my head. Let's see. And if not, okay, because I'm here, I think in my head I'm hearing, no, that you don't work with him. Let's see. Wait for your answer. Oh, okay. Oh, let's. I have your question start, Salima. It's funny, Violets for Roses, because I'm sitting here and in my head I'm hearing, no, I don't. Meaning I don't work with her. But I feel like you might start to. So I came back over on this side to see if you had sent anything, and then you said you don't. Well, I didn't see the don't first. I saw I admire Jesus. And I'm like, okay, what did she say before? And he said, you don't work with him, but you do admire him. Oh, well, the being that we know as him. Okay. Do you have a message for violets for roses, Jesus? What is the message for violets for roses? Okay, violets for roses. I feel like you might trying to find the either I don't want to say work with and then it's not working with, but I feel like there's going to be something. Hi Millie, how are you? And would you Trista, thank you for being here. Um there is something coming for you with the ascended master Jesus. Okay. I don't want to wrongfully say what it is. But what I do see is what I do see, oh, let me come back here, is a being standing at a distance with their arms out wide like this. Well, I'm just assuming, it's arms because of what I'm seeing like this. And as I look at that, I am perceiving that as welcoming. Do you have anything else you want to tell? Goddess roses. I get a smile. Violets for roses. Okay. I'm not getting anything else, violets for roses. More of, I feel like you're going to know. So you're going to have to keep us posted. I'm going to pull a card from this deck. Let's see. Since I'm not getting a whole lot. What do we want to let us violets for roses know? Is this it for violet for roses, or should I shuffle again? Is this it for violet? Joan of Arc. So as I shuffle this Keepers of the Light deck, Violets for Roses, and I was asking if there was any other message from the Ascended Master Jesus for you, I didn't get that there was any additional messages. Or more so, I would say, for me to know for you. I feel like you're going to get the message directly, not me. But I pulled a card and I got Joan of Arc, right? And this is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle. And Joan of Arc, she's the voice of truth. And she says, stand strong, focus on your purpose. Release fear of persecution and speak your truth. Now, release fear of persecution and speak your truth. Interesting words on there, because if we think back to, the story that we've been told of Jesus, he was persecuted for speaking his truth. So I hope that message resonates with you, Violets for Roses. And please come back and let us know. Let's see. Millie says, I love Joan of Arc. That reminds me, I have a Joan. I need to return it. Return a text too. It does. Okay. Okay. Glad it does. All right. Thank you, Violets for Roses. Hey, Lakeside Laura, how are you? Welcome. Okay. Violets for Roses. Then we have Jessica Lynn. Smooth this. Oh, whoa, wrong one. Hi. Sorry. Jessica, may I have a guide message for 2026? Jessica Lynn. Jessica would like a guided message for 2026, Spirit. What do we want Jessica Lynn to know? Jessica, I can't think of the name of this show that this song is tied to, because I'm not hearing the lyrics, I'm just hearing like the tune, and it goes if anyone knows what Andy Griffith, okay, but the Andy Griffith Show, okay, I know the name of the show, but I don't think I've ever watched the show. And I've seen it run across my TV screen, so the fact that I can hum out the thing is amazing. They are letting you know that tune for a reason. So if you watch the Andy, right, interesting. So if you watch the Andy Griffith Show, and maybe it's more so his, what I'm getting from that is, you're walking on the road as a kid, or the street as a kid, and you're just carefree, and you're just like whistling and not paying attention to anything that's going on. You're just walking, the wind is blowing, and you're whistling, just kind of like being in the here and now is what I'm getting as I replay that tune in my head. Let's see, what father and son walk when fishing poles. Oh, that's and I don't think I've ever watched the Andy Griffith Show, but Jessica Lynn, this, and look, I'm getting chills. So if you have or haven't watched the Andy Griffith Show, that is what the message Spirit has for you for 2026. Now I gotta go watch kind of like some Andy Griffith seeds. It's just living in the moment, being carefree. And I feel like I'm just enjoying whatever. That's living in the moment. Okay? Okay, makes sense. Just being in the joy of the present. There you go. So that's the message Spirit has for you for 2026, Jessica. All right. Woo. All right. Thank you for coming by, Lakeside Laura. Oh, listen, I wish I could take all the credit, but it's a culmination of my guides and your guides, and just everyone bringing in the energy and allowing, me to connect with you and get the messages that your team really wants you to know. So I thank you all for being here and trusting me with your questions. All right. Have a good one, Lakeside Laura. All right. So Jessica, we have you. Now we are gonna go. It's 11:56. That's fine. Jackie and Angela K. Hunter. Do you mind if I jump to Salima Witan Witena? Yeah. Only because I've never read for Salima, but I promise I will get you all. Even if I'm a few minutes over, that's fine. Okay. All right. All right, great. And I will definitely get you all because you all are on my list. Salima, are you here? All right. Okay, you're here. Okay, great, Salima. Thank you. General reading for having a job before the end of January 2026. All right. Okay, Spirit. Clear that energy. What do you want Salima to know? Would Salima find a job before the end of January 2026? Would Salima find a job by January 31st of 2026? Will Salima find a job by January 31st? Okay, Salima, I'm going to rephrase your question. Okay. Only reason why, because in my head, I'm hearing there are many jobs out there. So I'm getting that they want me to be more specific. So I'm going to rephrase it to say, will Salima find a job she is passionate about by the end of January 2026? Vibrational beings of love and light. You know the job Salima is interested in. You know the job she is probably passionate about. Will Salima find that job by January 31st of 2026? Salima, I'm getting you're going to have to put a lot, you're going to have to do a lot more, meaning apply to different companies, but make sure, and this is for by the end of January, so January 31st, but make sure that even if you apply to other companies more than what you've already applied for, make sure that the company's values align with you, and not just um applying just because. Okay. um Let me see what else. Let me ask. High vibrational beings of love and light. You know Salima's heart. You know the question that she has in her heart. She's looking for job. Oops, let me hide this. Okay. Will Salima find the job she is passionate about by January 31st, 2026? Will Salima find a job she is passionate about by January 31st, 2026? I'm getting a soft yes. Let me see if it wants to go any harder, Salima. Still getting a yes. It's swinging a little bit because it's going back and forth, as you can see, and that's a yes for me. So you will find a job you are passionate about by January 31st of 2026. Again, even though this is the energy right now, right? So just be open. Even if it goes into February, just be open, because what you are now tasked with is possibly applying for other positions within other companies the job you are passionate about. All right. And come back and let us know, Salima. But again, that's the energy I'm getting right now is a yes. Okay. So all the best. All right. Thanks for being here and subscribing, Salima. Welcome to the tribe. Okay. Jackie. Okay. Messages from my spirit guides for the next 2 weeks. Okay. Salima is gone. Let's do Jackie. What do we want Jackie to know for the next 2 weeks? Anything that is up Jackie's high is good for the next 2 weeks. What do we want Jackie to know for the next 2 weeks? Okay, let's try the cards first. What do we want Jackie to know? Spirit. I'm trying to see Jackie because they took me back to the whistling song, the vision. But I'm trying to make sure that trying to verify if that is a similar message for you. Because for some reason I can't get it out of my head, which is odd. Okay. What do we want Jackie to know for the next 2 weeks? Okay, they're taking me back. Hey, just visiting. Okay. Let me ask my pendulum this, Jackie, because I can't get that song out my head now. Okay. High vibrational beings of love and light. As I asked you Jackie's question, I keep hearing the Andy Griffith Show's theme song in my head. And then you show me the person walking down the street whistling again, being all carefree. Is that a similar message for Jackie Chan? Is that a similar message for Jackie Chan? Jackie, that's a similar message for you. Okay. Thank you. Okay, thank you. High vibrational beings of love and light. Am I 6'1"? Am I 6 foot tall? 6 feet tall or 6 foot? Am I 6 feet tall? That's a no because I'm not 6 feet tall. So, Jackie, the reason why I asked that question because I wanted to be sure. And for you, it's the same, not the same message, but the similar message. You know, relax, chill, you know, walk down the street whistling or as you walk around your house, just, it's more so. And I know you have a relaxed and chill personality, but sometimes what we see on the out wasn't necessarily what's going on on the inside, right? Yes, just visiting. I only have one more because I have to wrap up. So I only have one more person to read for, and that'll be it for the day. Jackie, I shuffled this deck and I put it down because I went to the pendulum, right? And I said, okay, guess what's the card? It says, I'm going to show you the card. It says, slow down and pause and allow things to unfold. Wow, what a beautiful card. So yeah, you got the and not you got the Andy Griffith kind of like vibes too. Oh my God. What did Millie say? Millie says, the Andy Griffith show always remind me of the joys of childhood and those beautiful moments. But family, either blood family or but yeah, I have to go back and look at it. Jackie says so true, especially behind the scenes before I even do any lives on YouTube. Yes, it is chaotic. But you know what I do, Jackie? Whenever before I do a show and my heart feels like it's like literally beating outside of my chest, I call in my team and I said to them, I said, listen, I said, I want to do this show and I know you want me to. Please help me calm my nerves. And once I say that, the heart pounding slows down. Not to say that I'm still not nervous, but one of the things that I think is what causes the nerves is because we question ourselves when we get a message. And recently, Spirit reminded me, stop trying to figure out what the message means. Just give the person the message. And that's the simple things we have to remember, right? It's not for us to always understand. It's for us to deliver the message and for the person, hopefully it resonates with them. All right. Okay. So, but yeah, that is a beautiful card. Okay. So Andrea K. Hunter. Okay. Would appreciate any messages you'd like to share with me. Alrighty, Angela. Angela K. Hunter. Spirit. High vibrational beings of love and light. Angela K. Hunter would like to know what messages you would like to share with her in this moment. Can you please help me understand or know, feel, smell, taste any messages you have for Angela? Angela, I immediately saw the first thing I saw was this bright. Think of you go to the store and you buy a white shirt, pure white, crisp. That is the white that I saw in front of me. And at first I thought, it could be perceived as, there's light at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the tunnel. But it's what it means for you. But it is I don't know if you've ever if you've ever had to have like a procedure done and they take you to the operating room and they turn on that bright white light. The light is so white. To me, it gives off a undertone of a very pale blue. That's how bright it is, how white it is. That's the white that I'm seeing. So what does this white mean for Angela? What does this white mean for Angela? I heard peace. Angela. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Um, this may sound far-fetched, but it's not really far-fetched. When you close your eyes, sometimes if you're just relaxing and you close your eyes, Do you see or you get a glance of something white may just float by, or it seems like it's in the distance, and then it may come a little close and then just fades. It fades out into nowhere. Do you ever happen to have that happen? Well, do you ever happen to have that happen to you? Let me see. Hey, Jenny and Virginia, welcome, welcome. Let me see if Angela says anything else. I think it's very interesting. Okay. I think it's very interesting that with that white, they gave me that example of being in an operation room and seeing that white light. And as I'm sitting here trying to get more information of that white light, Angela, and the message of peace that I've gotten, what just floated into my head is how I want to word this. I feel like you've come so far. Um, and this white light is a reminder for you of the of how far you've come. I want to say health wise. Is that it, Spirit? Is it health wise? Is it okay? Yeah. And the white light, if you worry about something that's going on with you, the white light is a way of bringing in peace. It's again a reminder how far you've come, right? Because I saw a white star just before you start. Oh, ooh, oh, that's interesting. Yeah. The white light is there to remind you whenever you start to worry, whenever you start to feel fearful, because you've mentioned you've had operations. And sometimes when we've had, based on the type of operations we've had, any little thing that happens to us, we kind of like go into that state of fear, that panic of, oh my gosh, is this da 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 da. That white light is there to remind you that in each and every time you've always come out. You've always opened your eyes and seen that light there with you. It's peace, it's calm, it's purity. It's your place of solace. Hey Scott. Um, does that make sense for you, Angela? Whenever you start to worry, envision that light and let that light wash over all your concerns. Let that light ease. Mm. Let that light come in and be the warm hug. Let that light oh gosh, I got the perfect message, but let that light be the love that you need. Wow. 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 Okay. Um, that light, and I'm sorry that I'm sticking on that because the feeling, I wish, Angela, I could just put my hands on you and let you feel what I'm feeling with that light. It's the gentleness of a grandmother's hug. And I don't know if it's you I'm seeing, but the vision I got in my head is this child, maybe no more than 5, running to their grandmother. There's the grandmother with arms open wide, and the hug, the hug. Oof. Let that light. I never knew my grandmothers. I was thinking about my maternal grandmother yesterday. Wow. You know what you can do, Angela? That white light, that white star that you saw just before I started to do your reading, when you meditate, ask that star if it is your maternal grandmother. Who is coming in to give you the comfort and the peace that you need right now? Because it's so interesting that here I am telling you this, feeling and saying to you that I wish I can put my hands on you and let you feel what I am feeling. And only for you to say you didn't know them, but you were thinking about one of them yesterday. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say, Angela K. Hunter. Whew. All right, guys. And I'm glad it resonates with you, Angela. And keep that white light, with you, wrapped up in your heart. And ask that white star, Angela. Wow. What a beautiful way to end. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo. I just realized, guys, it's 12:20. I am late. I do have to go, but I want to thank you for being here with me. And I should be back on well, if you are subscribed, you'll get the message, you'll get the notification that I'm gonna go on. So I should be on again next week, Saturday. But thank you. I am grateful for each and every one of you trusting me to bring through the messages of your loved ones and your guides, and for validating that, it resonates, it makes sense. Thank you again. Thank you. Oh my gosh, just thank you. And have a great rest of your weekend. And I'll see you all next time. Bye bye. Oh, you're welcome, Lakeside Laura.